Holly with VoiceTheWoodlands.com, and I have Blake Harlow here in the studio. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. So I was recently introduced to you from Sherry Little. I saw your video at Bareback. You're doing a contest right now.
Yes, ma'am.
And you're doing quite well. You are in the...
I'm in the quarterfinals.
Okay.
So...
Congratulations.
Thank you. We've got the quarterfinals coming up in week 8 or 9 of the contest, and then the semifinals the next week, and then the finals on week 11, I believe.
Okay.
And I heard about it through Sherry.
Yes.
And
she's a great connector.
She definitely is that. She actually introduced you and I.
Yes.
But the grand prize was, $3,000. I was like, I'm there.
Yeah.
I got there, and they added in studio time, and one of my goals this year is to get an album recorded.
Sweet.
Of some sort, and put a band together and get all that up and running. So naturally I was there.
Perfect. So give me a little bit of background, how you got started in music and singing and all that good stuff.
So I grew up in the small town of Bastrop, Texas, back when it was small. It's a thriving metropolis now, but my parents and I took a road trip back when I was like 6 years old, and we were going up to Massachusetts or something, and we just happened to stop in Nashville and stopped and looked around and saw some of the sights, and then we went to the Ryman. And it was at about that time that I figured out that I was going to sing.
Right.
And that's what I wanted to do. So my mom then introduced me to John Michael Montgomery, and every other artist started coming in, and it was Garth Brooks, it was George Strait, it was Merle Haggard, it was from my dad, the Eagles. We used to listen to Dire Straits all the time.
Yeah.
So if it was classic rock or country, I was there. And the main one was John Denver.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. My mom absolutely loves John Denver.
I don't know anyone that doesn't. They're alien if they don't. But
that's true. we actually joke that my mom married my dad because he looks like John Denver. It's
awesome.
It's kind of scary.
Right.
Because that's what I'm going to look like when I'm 50.
John Denver looked amazing at 50. So he aged
did.
well.
He did. So I grew up on all those artists, and then it just kind of, compounded from there. I started singing when I was 7, and it's been 19 years now, and I haven't stopped. So
Now what kind of genre of music do you sing?
I'm a country singer-songwriter primarily. During shows, I'll break out something from a classic rock standpoint, or if it gets requested, I'll break it out. But mainly country.
So who are your main influencers? I mean, I know you just mentioned a few, but who are your main core influencers to help get you through your music career?
It's definitely George Strait, Garth Brooks. Those are the two main ones. And then I grew up. You got Reba McEntire. You got there's almost too many to list.
Yes.
So I didn't get introduced to Johnny Cash and Merle Haggard until later, and I'm glad I did. But it started with Garth and George, and I can't go without saying John Michael Montgomery, because that was actually my first album that I ever owned.
Was it a CD? It was a CD.
It was a CD.
Yeah. I'm aging myself just a little bit, but you're playing the guitar.
Yes, ma'am.
And you just started playing the guitar, you said it when you were 21-ish?
I got to age 21, and I hadn't learned guitar yet, and I saw all the artists, they all have a guitar, so I kind of figured I better learn how to play it. So I literally sat down in my living room, printed out a chord sheet, and then found some of the songs that I knew and I knew the rhythm to, and
nice.
I taught myself how to play guitar.
So you are self-taught.
Yes, ma'am.
Kudos to you.
It took a while, but got there.
That's awesome. Like I said, you're doing some stuff at Bareback. Do you have any other shows that are coming up?
I normally post on my Facebook page.
Okay, and what is your Facebook page?
If you search B Harlow Music, that should take you right to it. I've also got my Twitter, which is the same handle, as well as my Instagram, which is Blake_Harlow. Harlow_music. So you can follow me and where I'm at next on all those platforms.
Okay, perfect.
But I don't have anything booked until the end of this month. Some of them just kind of come last minute.
Sure.
But I don't have anything booked until the 25th out in Katy at Agave Rio.
Nice.
Great little restaurant.
Sweet. You are a singer-songwriter.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have, how many like original songs do you kind of have under your belt?
Got quite a few.
Do you?
Some of them haven't had music put to them yet, but all in all, probably up near the area of 20 to 25.
Okay, so you got a good start for an album then.
I've got a good start.
Yeah.
I just got to figure out, which ones I want to pursue as far as putting them on an album or an EP.
Sure.
And the rest of them putting music to them or, reworking them. Lyrics are they're a funny thing.
But do you enjoy doing it though?
I do.
Okay.
That is actually one of my favorite things to do, is to sit there and just watch words flow out of a pen. So
very poetic. So did your mom or dad, were they musicians or singers, or what is it just you're the milkman's son that just decided to sing at 6 and play guitar at 21?
Weirdly enough, none of my family is musically inclined.
Okay, so you are the milkman's child then. Okay, got it.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I'm just kidding. So you actually brought your guitar here today.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to play a little something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can definitely play you an original here.
You take it away. You do whatever you like.
This is one of those ex-girlfriend songs.
Oh gosh, the ex-girlfriends. Yes.
So this I believe that great songs come from 4 things. You have happiness, you have good times, you have sadness, and you have a lot of alcohol.
Okay, understood.
So this came from the last 2.
Okay.
So we had sadness and a little bit of whiskey involved.
Little, lot,
Lot
mediocre.
Yeah, we won't divulge how much.
Understood.
But this is called Just a Dream. Been thinking about you and me lately, Tampa Bay and the way that we put our toes in the sand. You holding my hand, spent the day just wasting away. Sun in our eyes and a fifth of Bombay with the tide rolling in, falling for you all over again. But that was just a dream, you sitting there by my side, top back rolling down 75, Tom Petty on the radio, we're free falling one more time. Wind blowing your hair around, that smile making me come unwound. Everything was better than it seemed, well, that was just a dream. Behind the wheel of that red Vito, singing along to that song you loved. Hazel eyes sparkling like the stars. Girl, I wish I was wherever you are, but that was just a dream. You sitting there by my side, top back rolling down 75, Tom Petty on the radio, we're free falling one more time. Wind blowing your hair around, that smile making me come unwound. Everything was better than it seemed, but that was just a dream. That was just a dream. Yeah, that was just a dream. You sitting there by my side, top back rolling down 75, Tom Petty on the radio, free
falling one more time. Wind blowing your hair around, that smile making me come unwound. Everything was better than it seemed. Yeah, everything was better than it seemed. That was just a dream. Yeah, that was just a dream.
Killed it. Killed it. That was awesome. Good job.
Thank you. That that actually got introduced to the person that it's about not too long ago, and
How did that person take it?
let's just say she bawled her eyes out.
Aw.
And said it was the most beautiful thing she'd ever heard.
Oh,
So
that's so sweet.
yeah.
So are you guys dating again?
No.
No. Darn it. Well, again, Blake, thank you so much for coming into the studio today. Like I said, whatever originals you have, we'd love to put on Voice of the Woodlands.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you taking the time to come out to the
And
studio.
thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I love, again, like I said earlier, I love to support local artists. This gives you guys a medium to be heard.
It
The local
definitely
radio
does.
stations, they won't play your stuff, so I'm happy to help out with that. So again, let the listeners know where they can follow you, get more updates on your music and what you're doing.
You can find me on Twitter at bharlowmusic. Also on Facebook at bharlowmusic. If you search that, the page should pop up. And also on Instagram at Blake_Harlow_music.
Awesome, Blake. Thank you so much again, and have an awesome day.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Of course.